help naturally give you relief from anxiety, depression, panic attacks, and general stress. I'll discuss, does it even work? Is it even safe to use? And I'll quickly go over some reviews about this ingredient. I'll discuss facts, myths, and important health warnings as well. And the reason I'm doing this is honestly because there's just too much information online these days, and my goal is to help reduce your confusion and help give you some clarity. So let's get started with the very first question, and that is, how effective is inositol? Does it work? And it's an unofficial member of the B vitamin group, and even though it's been shown that it's not essential in the human body, supplementation has shown to exert some very, very beneficial effects in case of depression, panic attacks, and even in diabetes. And the good news is it does work, but when used in the correct amount. I'll discuss that in a moment. Now, a few things. Inositol is required for proper action of several brain neurotransmitters, including serotonin and acetylcholine, and these neurotransmitters will help reduce depression, and it's been found that people who have low inositol levels have increased depression. So that's one additional reason to supplement this B vitamin with your diet. And in fact, there's been double-blind studies showing that when people use inositol, especially with other ingredients, and I'll discuss that in a minute, it worked as well as a prescription drug, antidepressant drugs, but without the side effects, and that's really cool. Now, as far as panic attacks and disorders like that, it's been used clinically that when it was used, the frequency and the severity of the panic attacks declined much more so after inositol rather than those who didn't take it. So another benefit was that it reduced depression and panic attacks. And a lot of these other side benefits it has, bipolar disorder, impotency, compulsive disorder, even things like lung cancer and polycystic ovarian syndrome. But, one thing that we just want to focus on is that a lot of people are deficient in B vitamins, especially in this. And if you're suffering from depression or panic attacks, this can definitely help. Of course, let's discuss warnings and potential scams, because as with anything, there's always a potential negative. Even though inositol is natural, substance, it may not have side effects, but if you use it incorrectly, it could have side effects. So one problem has been that if you use it at a very high dose, right, by itself to get all the benefits, there's also negatives. That's one of the problems using any ingredient by itself, is because the higher the dose, the quicker the product, the ingredient gets adapted by the body, so it stops working. Also, the higher the dose, the more negative side effects. One of those being with inositol is the person gets very lethargic and tired, and also it causes an imbalance with all the other B vitamins and then other vitamins like C, D.